Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your June 1st to the 15th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out more than you guys will ever know. It is getting me seen again by the YouTube algorithm, which is absolutely amazing since I fell off it and off its attention since I had to take care of sick family members. So thank you so much for liking, for commenting, for subscribing. You guys are just absolutely amazing. And I'm so proud and honored of the community that we have built. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Well, that was quite, oh my goodness. That was quite the vibrational energy from the singing bowl. I'm really impressed with that. It came through so loud and clear for you guys. So that's absolutely brilliant. Let's see what energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We do have two energies here. The King of Swords reversed. So there's hurtful, hateful words coming forward. And this can be from a guy or just somebody with very masculine energy to them. There's a sense of a gruffness, a roughness to them. It's almost like and I'm just seeing an unpolished gemstone. I don't know if they wear that on a ring or jewelry like that. Like they like the unpolished things in life. So I don't know, that's very interesting to be getting. But there is a real sense of them stabbing at things, not slicing through, but they stab at things until they get what they want. So again, very interesting energy coming forward. With the Death card, this is Scorpio energy. We can be needing to be mindful of Scorpios, yes, but there are secrets. There are harsh secrets that we need to be mindful of or respectful of. And maybe we don't want to know them. So if we're heading down this road of like, I need to know everything, we might need to be kind of mindful about that because I don't think we need to know everything. There's something that's hidden from you, and people are like, it was hidden for a reason. And I don't mean that to be rude about things at all, but it's kind of a sense of be very careful of what you're going after because the knowledge that you learn might not be in alignment with either what we had thought. It's kind of like with the fantasy that we built in our heads or what we had hoped to learn. So just be very aware of this. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels, right here, and Spirit guides. This is harmony reversed. We need to embrace harmony, peace, kind of a cleansing, a stabilizing, and entering of ourselves into ourselves. So that's going to be a very big thing. During this time, if we just let harmony, or if it's easier to say peace, be our guides, but music with a very beautiful harmony to it. I see more classical music or, kind of more folky music, not music with a really intense melody to it or a really intense beat. You're going to find that your soul is craving something a lot more gentle. So be aware of that. However that manifests in your life, it's going to be the gentleness of things. I'm also hearing very much the rhythm of the sea coming forward. So if you live by the ocean or by a lake, just take time to visit, really seriously. Let's see what Spirit has to say here. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Oh, that's funny. Angels and Spirit guides. Oh, goodness. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay. So what's very interesting here is you're so done with going deeper into things. Okay. there's something here with the High Priestess where there's an energy of the High Priestess reversed is an energy of I don't need to keep on going deeper and deeper and deeper. And we're going to very much be like, I need to settle the right here, the right now, and pay attention to this. And that's what Spirit's calling us to do. So we can dive deeper into things. We can do spiritual work on the side for us if that's what we need. But we're going to be very much aligning right now where I need to be in this world right now, looking at this, looking at what needs to be done, kind of making a list, checking it twice type of thing, and going after what I need. So that's going to be very important to you. You might be on a spiritual journey. This is going to be a time where that spiritual journey is also calling you to be right here and taking care of yourself, taking care of what needs to be looked at, taking care of what needs to be seen. With the Strength card reversed, you can be having some difficulty with a Leo energy. That can be very, very true. There's also bullying energy that is around you. Now, we have to be very mindful if we ourselves are embracing this bullying energy. So very much stepping back, stepping into a healing of ourselves and a calming down. There's a need to work with others. And there's the sense of like, I'm just hearing I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. And if we know anything about wolves, there are really no lone wolves. There are people who always, like, wolves go in a pack. And that's just what they need. If they've been kicked out of the pack, that's very detrimental for them. So we need to find those people that we resonate with, that energy that is healing and beautiful and connective with us. So that's going to be very important. We're also fighting against responsibilities during this time. So just be aware of this. We have 8 repeating 3 times here. And 8 is a number of responsibilities, right? It is being very serious. We have 2 upright 8s, but we have a reverse major arcana 8. And that is very much telling us that we are fighting against a lot of the responsibilities that we have and a lot of the weight that is being put on our shoulders. So being aware of that, we're taking our responsibilities very quickly. Things are moving very quickly, but we're also rebelling against, what is expected of us. And we're not feeling very strong. And it can also feel like if I have to do one more thing, if I have one more thing put on my shoulders, I can't do this. It is completely overwhelming to me. So being aware of that is going to be very important for us with the Strength card reversed. Now we have the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands is everything moving very quickly. So understanding that energy is going to be helpful for us to move ahead, to get to where it is that we want to be. With the 8 of Wands, there is very much a sense of I need to pay attention to the direction that this is heading, to the way that this is moving, to what I am going after at this time. So just knowing that everything is moving very quickly, financially, we can feel out in the dark with certain things. Okay, there's like this question mark around things. We're kind of used to feeling out in the cold, and that's going to be very important, where there's this tendency to feel like, well, I just don't get to have nice things, right? A tendency to feel like I don't get to be successful or prosperous or bountiful the way that I want to be. And Spirit is saying here, be very mindful about that because things are moving in a direction and our thoughts really do affect the energy that is around us. So we've spent a lot of time out in the cold. It feels like we've spent a lot of time completely overwhelmed. And this is a time to look at what we have been supporting, those of us who have been walking in the cold, who have we been walking with and why have we been walking with them? And that's just a question. Is it somebody we like or is it somebody we don't like? Is this like, are we like, this is our person? This is the energy I need to be in? Or is it like, no, I don't want this anymore. So just be aware of this because I have a friend and he always sees the 5 of Pentacles as, somebody's weighing you down. And I always see the 5 of Pentacles as you have a support group, but it's challenging because you also have somebody that you need to look after and take care of type of thing. And I'm hearing his words come into my head and it's like somebody's weighing you down. And then Spirit is saying to me, but that energy is important. Like that person is important. So be aware of this. Not all of us can be like, well, that's it. I'm cutting you out of my life. We're going. But there is an energy that can be weighing you down. And because you are so focused on healing that person or helping that person, or even just taking on their drama, they can be a very drama-filled person. It makes us feel like we don't have a right to prosperity because we're so drained. We need to really focus on moving ahead and moving to our wealth, our prosperity, and our bounty. There is a sense here of we're becoming very focused around work, okay? Very focused around, especially getting ahead financially. We're dropping a lot of the chaos that has been holding us back and holding us down. So with the 10 of Swords, there is a real sense here that we have been caged, we have been trapped, we have been overwhelmed, and we're releasing it. And as we release it, there is a sense of, I'm releasing the energy that has kept me poor. I'm releasing the energy that has kept me, in a state of constant, fight or flight. It's fight, flight, or freeze. So if you're saying, I'm so stressed out, I just can't do anything, you're in the freeze state. It's kind of like when your dog is going after a bunny. Okay, we have a lot of bunnies around here, and my dogs love, love, love to go after them. And the first thing those silly bunnies do is they freeze. They just stop. And then the dog gets really excited because they're like, oh, this is an easy hunt. So there's something here where it's like, I'm stopping. And then we feel like we're a target for everything that's moving so fast at us. And then we get angry. And that anger can be the undoing of us. We have to remember, Virgo, that in order to move forward in our prosperity, we're the light in the darkness, right? We're the hermit. We're the person who walks inward, inward, inward. And that's what we are in the tarot. And a hermit, a person who goes and seeks out enlightenment, is not, is not a person who needs to be angry. It is a person who's trying to relieve themselves of anger, of hurt, of pain, of chaos. So being very mindful of this. I'm also seeing, okay, I know this sounds funny, but in the Georgian time period, okay, people would pay for musicians or artists to be hermits on their land. So the person would get to live in excess, the person who was really rich, and you'd have this hermit that you were funding live on your land. And it was usually, again, a writer, a musician, actor, somebody who's trying to make money to be able to then go out and live their life and do what they need to do. There's something here where it almost feels like, and we've gotten it caught in our head, I need to suffer for my art, or I need to wait on some other people's generosity for me to be able to create what I want to create and move forward in the way that I want to move forward. And Spirit is saying here, no. When you go into yourself, you go in for you, not for anybody else. That is one of the greatest challenges of the Virgo. And so with the Eight of Pentacles here, it's hard work, it's discipline, it's dedication, but it's also understanding that we may have had to have done something 18 million different times in order to become successful at it. People say 10,000 hours. Well, sometimes it's 10,000, 10,000, 10,000 hours that we have to put into something to have our talent shine through, or to have us move away from our fear. Because I just see there's a sense here of like, no, I'm supposed to be small, but we're breaking out of that. It's like, no, I'm supposed to be seen. And that's going to be part of the cage that we take away from our lives. We're like, no, I don't want this anymore. And as we take that cage away, we start to rise. Emotions have been overwhelming. Okay. But with the 10 of Swords reverse, we're learning this is resurrection, right? This is the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. And that's also with the Death card. So the 10 of Swords is my minor arcana Death card, but we have the Death card right here. And there's very much a sense of, okay, what am I fighting about transforming? And when I get hurtful words thrown at me, there's a part of us that says, well, there must be some truth to it. So where do I still have to heal? What do I still have to work on? And sometimes, Virgo, people are just asses. I mean, excuse my language, but that's what they are. They're just being jerks. And people can just spray out the vilest things that they can say because they're being hurtful, because they're being hateful. And we have to realize that. There's a kindness to everybody in the world, right? And there's a light and a beauty. But sometimes people don't choose to shine that light and that beauty or live in that kindness. And we can't change them, but we can connect with us and say, this is where I need to be. So all the hurtful words, all the hateful words, all the, anger and chaos and pain that you have acquired over a 10-year time, 10-month time for some of us, but for a lot of us, it's going to be 10 years. You're seeing yourself resurrect. You're seeing yourself come out of a darkness. And you're seeing yourself be more you than you were before. Because there's a real sense of like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of being put down and put down and put down. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. There's something that we've made a dedication to, right? The Four of Wands is the minor arcana wedding card. It doesn't mean that it could be, well, it could be a walking away of a marriage. For some of us, we could feel really guilty about that. It's like this dissolved, and we could be saying it's all my fault. This is all my fault. That is all my fault. One thing we have to learn that is hard to learn, but Spirit wants us to know this, is that we're not that powerful. We can't just destroy everything. We can't just build everything. It always takes a community of souls to do so. So here, know this. Know that our devotion to something is being tested. And knowing that sometimes it's time to walk away, or it's time to say enough is enough. That's really powerful. it moves us then to our subconscious spirit message, which is white light. And this is reverse, meaning we're having a hard time letting the healing in. So remember that. Be aware of that. And then we have here the Six of Swords reversed. Subconsciously, we're moving forward without hesitation. We could also be having a bit of a hard time knowing that our angels are guiding us, but we're moving forward without hesitation. And that's a big thing. Subconsciously, there's a driving force that's like, no, we have to move forward. We have to get here. We have to do this. We have to do that. And it's very, very powerful to us. All right. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a brilliant beginning of June. Bye.